We're located in Rancho Cordova, California. We've been open a little over 4 years. And so we'll be celebrating our fifth year in October of this year. In the beginning, when you're new to opening up a business, you're trying to get business any way that you can, and you put up with a lot of things that maybe you shouldn't put up with. And it's been difficult to hire, but it's been difficult to hire the right person, right? The person that fits our culture. We hired an admin to do lead follow-up, and that was challenging. And I changed it over to a coach and tried to compensate a coach. I have to take some of that too. We're spread pretty thin, and I didn't have the time to be able to train them to make a phone call, to how do you respond to a text message? And we tried so many different ways. We just found that, the person that was doing the lead follow-up, for one reason or another, just was not bought into that particular idea, or didn't have the time to do it or the capacity to do it. It really became challenging. And, for me to try to do lead follow-up and with everything else that's included in my task list of being an owner, it just wasn't getting done. We would go 2-3 months and nobody's following up on leads. If people weren't, proactively reaching out to us or signing up for a promotion, and they just weren't getting a phone call. It was abysmal. Definitely, we needed help. In the last 2 months that we've been working with Gym Reinforcements, Alex, our member coordinator with Gym Reinforcements, he's reached out to a good number of them, and we've added 22 members each month for the last 2 months. We haven't seen numbers like that since we first opened. Gosh, if we got 10, that was a record-breaking month. Alex has just been absolutely on top of it. And that's not even taking into consideration all the admin duties that he's taken off of our plate. We're talking just sales, lead follow-up. I mean, it's been absolutely tremendous. I think he's doubled, tripled our investment every month for the last 2 months. And it doesn't even look like it's going to stop. Delegate and elevate. I always feared delegation for a number of reasons. There are certain things that people are better at than you are. I love the lead follow-up. I just didn't have the time to do it. But I also didn't have the time to do the training, which was the biggest concern. And so for me, whenever I look at something like Gym Reinforcement, it's like, well, yeah, you can sit on the fence, but what happens if you don't hire someone to follow up on your leads? What are you getting out of that, right? What's the risk in investing to see what happens on the other end if you're willing to invest that money to having someone to follow up on your leads on a consistent basis, to turn over those leads into sales? Like, what's the worst that could happen? How much money is that out the window when all those leads are kind of falling through the cracks? One beautiful thing about Gym Reinforcement is that there's no long-term contracts, right? It's you pay as you go. You got to have someone follow up on those leads, because if you don't follow up on them, you're not just doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing your clients a disservice. Those people out there need your help, and they need someone to drive them in the doors. And if you don't have the capability of doing it, someone's got to do it for you.